Hi, everybody. Mark Bertig with the Marion Center Stingers assistant coach Brad Smith filling in for Adam Rising. But this guy's been around the block with Marion Center football. I'd say so, Brad. 30 years, 5 years as head coach back in the 1990s. So I'm not sure if Adam Rising still shagging fly balls or, he's Mr. Everything out in Marion Center, coaches baseball, football, hockey, who knows what else.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Adam was unable to be here today with his son's at a baseball tournament out in
See,
Ohio.
there you have it. Our Stinger preview is brought to you by Weaver's Pools and Spas, family owned and operated, your full service swimming pool and spa dealer located at 1905 Philadelphia Street in Indiana. You can visit them online at weaverspools.us. Well, Brad, as I mentioned, nobody knows Marion Center football in the history you do, and you guys come off of an outstanding season, although I know a loss in the playoffs that stung a little bit and probably still sticks in your craw a little bit.
Yes, yes. Overall, very nice regular season, and won in the first round of playoffs, and then suffered a tough loss to a very good Cambria Heights team in the second round.
We spoke to them earlier, and I said if sometimes a new league member can sneak into a conference and then other times not. And because of that playoff victory, I think it raised everybody's eyebrows across the Heritage Conference. So I don't think they'll be sneaking in.
No, no, they're a very good good addition to the conference in all the sports.
Yep. Well, let's talk about the Stingers of 2021. Offensively and defensively, you'll have to replace about 5 players, but you have some good players returning. So what are the expectations?
Well, we'll see. We're heading to heat acclimation this week, and so I don't want to get ahead of ourselves as far as expectations, but guys have been practicing, doing a lot over the year round virtually now, and doing a lot to prepare for the season, and we're very excited about our opportunities this year.
When I look at your lineup from a year ago, of course, the game against Homer Center that I normally would have called was canceled due to a COVID situation. But you did lose, at least at that time of the year, which was early in the season, according to my chart, 3 linemen, and then, of course, wide receiver Justin Peterson, who was an outstanding player. So you lose some key players.
Yes, yes, yes. They'll be tough to replace, but we have some younger guys that are moving up and been working hard all off year to hopefully replace them. We have a lot of good battles here over these next couple of weeks. We'll be curious to see who comes out on top as far as some of the starters.
Brad, what about roster depth? What kind of size roster are you looking at?
We should end up somewhere over 40, somewhere in the mid 40s, and so that's pretty good for us.
Offensively, Ty Ryan will return at quarterback and talk about him and some of the people around him that you'll be counting on.
Ty returns at quarterback. We have T.J. Lynn returning as a receiver. T.J. Caught a lot of passes for us last year. We have Brady Tonkin and Xavier Valia both returning as running backs. And so a lot of, as far as the people getting the ball on the line, we have Daniel Smith returning. We have a lot of linemen to replace, and we also have a Landon Bennett returning on the line as a senior. Then we have a lot of underclassmen jobs.
What about on the defensive side?
All those guys that we just mentioned, as far as our two-way starters. And then we'll see there as far as also defensive line is an area that we're going to see. And once again, a number of underclassmen competing at a number of those other positions to see who's going to end up coming out on top as starters.
I realize Coach Rising might have a different answer to the questions I'm about to ask, but what gives you the greatest level of confidence about the coming season?
Okay. I think the hard work that a lot of the guys have done in the off season, the good attitude and hard work, and just dedication, or a good group of young men to coach.
Okay, cause for concern.
Cause for concern. We never know as far as the new guys coming in until they actually do it in a game. As far as I'm optimistic about a lot of the guys, but until they actually do it in a game, and actually prove it.
What do you see in the Heritage Conference this year?
It's a lot of good teams this year, and really not sure. Obviously, Cambria Heights has a nice team. Homer's always very good. Penns Manor had a great team last year. Purchase Line always has a lot of tough kids. River Valley it should be very good as far as the couple schools coming in there. Northern United will be improved. I think West Shamokin has a very good passing attack. So I think across the board, I think the league is going to be tough this year.
You mentioned the River Valley consolidation that wiped out your first game in a sense, but you were able to go over to the WestPAC and find an opening with Blacklick Valley, and that's where you will open up the 2021 campaign.
Yes, we're excited about that. This year will be we go out to camp to Little Mahoning to camp, and then we open up our scrimmages with Punxsutawney, and then it's been a number of years, Specs, since it was the old Appalachian Conference, since we've got to
You're taking me back now, Coach.
Going down and play Blacklick Valley, and so that's exciting.
All right, Brad, thanks for doing this, stepping in for Coach Rising. I think he's going to be in MLB, no doubt in my mind, coaching baseball. But this football thing, he'll hang on for as long as he can.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mark.
All right, Brad Smith, coach for 30 years, 5 years as a head coach out at Marion Center. They'll open up at Blacklick Valley on August 27th. And our Marion Center preview brought to you by Weaver's Pools and Spas, family-owned and operated, your full-service swimming pool and spa dealer located at 1905 Philadelphia Street in Indiana. You can visit them online at weaverspools.us. With the Marion Center Stingers, I'm Mark Bertig reporting.